This is the story of the Ozzie and Harriet house transformed. 60s style ranch house. Welcome to theultimatehouse.com. I think you'll enjoy this one. This is session 1, and this is what the house looked like before. I say Ozzie and Harriet because it's just a 60s, 50s, 60s, basically track home. All this horizontal brick, which was really popular in the day. It had an old wooden shake roof, which we no longer use in Southern California, and you can see the diamond windows, very sort of grandma sort of hedging, all overgrown. And this is what we turned the house into: a clean contemporary look with a metal roof, a dormer over the front. The entire house was completely remodeled, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. This is the story of design build, meaning that I designed this entire house as well as acted as the contractor for it. I worked with some very talented interior designers who put together all the finishes and worked with me on the architectural design as well. It's the kind of job that I like to call a rolling remodel, which means that it started out as one scope of work and then developed into another scope of work and another scope of work. It's not an efficient way to do a project, but it's not uncommon either. As one part of the house gets improved, the older part looks even more like it needs to be improved, and sometimes, depending on whether or not the owners have the budget for it, it gets extended and extended. So it started off as an addition and a remodel. And the original vision was really started with the master bathroom, just kind of a real basic kind of dark bathroom. And the owner, I had an idea of using some white glass, making it a lot lighter. She also needed wanted a new kitchen. Had a very nice kitchen, but wasn't up to par to what she wanted, and she really liked the idea of light, clean, contemporary, although with traditional leanings. And at this part of the project, the front of the house was not even a consideration. So the job started off with a couple sketches I did for ideas for the master bathroom. The existing master bathroom had a toilet and tiny little shower behind a solid wall, and you entered from the master bedroom in this direction. This is the master closet back here, but it had some basic countertops and an older style tub deck and tub. And I came up with the idea of taking this wall out entirely and replacing it with translucent glass that would let a lot of sunlight in from this side. We would replace the traditional bath with a freestanding tub and then some furniture style vanities on either side. So it wasn't a huge change in structure or anything like that, but you'll see how it transformed this bathroom. And then the interior designers came up with some beautiful marble tile. So like I said, it's a rolling remodel. It started as a master bathroom project and a kitchen project, and the kitchen turned into an addition, and then that addition also had a gym and a new bathroom attached to it. Eventually we came back around and redesigned the entire front of the house and rebuilt the front of the house, and then we replaced most of the interior windows and doors and did a variety of projects inside as well. I often say that remodeling a home is kind of like pulling the thread of an old sweater. It's hard to know when to stop. And this can be one of the biggest challenges for people. A lot of people have specific budgets, and to not go over budget, you really have to define where that remodel is going to stop. Sometimes it's hard to do. In this case, the budget wasn't as important to these clients, and they were willing to spend more money on it, and they did the work that they wanted to do. So here's a shot of the back of the house. Had a nice pool, but this awkward fence right in the middle of the yard. As I mentioned, old cedar roof that was actually rotting, and this odd sort of arbor that was strangely attached to the house. You can see through here the original house had a couple of little additions put onto it, and this is one of them. So the original house kind of stopped here, and then this was an addition. And you'll see when we added on to the kitchen, we ended up extending this little addition and coming over it with a new addition. This is the line of that old section here was behind that, but this roof had a much better scale with the rest of the roof and fit in much nicer. You'll see more of that. The original kitchen, some very nice high quality stainless steel appliances and tile countertop, but it was a, I don't know, maybe a 15 by 15 foot room, and kind of dark, aged, was nothing like what she wanted. And what we came up with was this really fabulous kitchen with an open ceiling. You can see the exposed scissor trusses and the beautiful countertop and island and a banquette over in this area. At the end ahead, these stacked windows. As you can see, still traditional lines with the 4 light cut-ups on the upper windows, 6 light cut-up on the lower windows, but done in a more contemporary way. So this is broken up into 2 more sessions. As usual, if you have questions, give me a call. I hope you enjoy this, and we'll see you in the next session.